Okay, so this is a pretty straightforward recipe, and I call it an upgraded version of the recipe because instead of having to use all this as powder, I'm using the oil. Normally, we would be using fenugreek powder, fennel powder, um, even the volufiline, we'll be using the powder. The soybean, we'll be using the powder. Ginger, we could use the powder, but I don't like the way those things look in my products. Sometimes when you make oil with those powders, it makes the oil cloudy and it's not beautiful enough. So I'm calling it the upgraded version because we are using the oils instead of the powder this time around. So in your mixing bowl, add 3 tablespoons of fenugreek oil, 3 tablespoons of fennel oil, 1 tablespoon of emu oil, 1 tablespoon of volufiline oil, 3 tablespoons of soybean oil, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 3 tablespoons of almond oil, 2 tablespoons of ginger oil, half a tablespoon of ylang ylang oil, or just 2 teaspoons of ylang ylang oil is fine. Then add half teaspoon of vitamin E oil. But if you are using raw vitamin E, the thick one, just add about 5 drops of that into your oil. Now I'm going to be putting up the recipe. You can just pause and screenshot it so that when you need the recipe you can get it back, or you can write it down, but you should have it recorded so that it will be easy for you to just get the recipe and make your oil. Now this oil is really good. What it will do for your boobs is make your boob fuller and rounder, like it will be full and stand properly. Later, one of these days, I might be showing you how to make boob firming oil. After measuring out all your oil like that, all the oil that you have to use, just mix them together and put them in a bottle. That way it won't just be thrown around. Sometimes I even prefer to measure my oils in the bottle straight. That way I don't have to start looking for funnel to put it in the bottle. So you can just measure your oils in the bottle directly, or when you finish making it like that, pour it in the bottle. Don't forget that I mentioned the fact that if you don't have all this oil, like if you don't have fennel oil, you don't have fenugreek oil, if you don't have ginger oil, if you have these spices in your spice rack, you can take them 1 tablespoon at a time. After putting them in a bowl like that, you can add your oil to it. Add your oils to it. Is either you are using the soybean oil or you use the almond oil to infuse them. But if you can get the oils, just use the oil directly. It makes for a cleaner and more, I don't know, let me just say, attractive looking product, especially if you are planning to sell it. Imagine finish making this oil and just putting like a petal of rose inside your bottle. It just looks great and it looks good in your packaging, plastic, and people will definitely want to buy it. So that's why I opt for the oil instead of the powders. And this is your upgraded version of the boob enlargement oil. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.